Good morning, students. How are you all? You know me very well. My name is Rekha Ojha. I am your SST teacher. Okay, so first I would like to know about you. Are you safe? I think you all are safe. Okay, so stay at home. We are giving you online classes, and we are also giving you some of our best lectures on YouTube. So you can get the help of through this. Okay, so let us start. Today I have taken the topic of SST chapter 12. Okay, so our chapter 12 is natural resources, land, soil, water and water resources. Okay, so first I am going to give you a brief introduction that what we are going to study in this chapter. So first I will tell you, we are reading in this chapter about the resource and what are the main resources we are going to study. About the land resources, how land resources are useful to us, how we are using our land resources, then how we can conserve our natural resources or how we can preserve it, यानी उसको कैसे बचा सकते हैं. Next is we will read about soil profile, about soil resources. It is also one of the very important resources. ठीक है, then we will study about different type of soils which are there in India. Okay, then how we can preserve our soil. ठीक है, ओवर एक्सप्लॉयटेशन से सॉइल को कैसे बचाया जा सकता है. नेक्स्ट वी विल रीड अबाउट द वाटर रिसोर्सेज एंड हाउ वी कैन कंजर्व आवर वाटर रिसोर्सेज. ओके, नाउ यू कैन सी दिस फ्लो चार्ट. ओके, सो आवर नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज आर ऑफ थ्री टाइप: लैंड, सॉइल एंड वाटर. सो इन लैंड रिसोर्सेज वी विल रीड अबाउट the land use, what factors on which our use of land depends. Okay, the first is physical factor, other is human factor. Okay, then we will read about soil. In soil topic we will read about the different type of soils: alluvial soil, red soil, laterite soil, black soil, desert, mountain and saline sandy soil. Then we will come to water resources. Here we will study about the availability of water, fresh water resources, that is river, lake and groundwater. Next slide. So in this slide, as you can see, we have started up with the topic land. So we can say that land is considered as a major resource because the use of it is put by the human being. क्यों important है? क्योंकि human being का जो भी use है वो सब कुछ totally land के ऊपर dependent है. Okay, how? Land is used to build houses, transportation lines and other requirements of human settlements. So what idea we are getting, that whatever work we are doing, whether we are walking on road, whether we are doing agriculture or whether we are doing building houses, we are playing in a park or whatever things we are doing on land. So it is very important. Second, agricultural, forestry, animal rearing, mining, industries and other economic activities develop on land. Thus, land yields food and raw materials. Second important thing is what? That all the industries and agricultural sector is dependent on land. All the activities, economic activities is based on land. Okay? Then, land provides us with many scenic spots that human visit for recreation and enjoyment. There are some, natural beauties. Waterfall is there, mountains are there. All these we get from land resource. We are going for visit, we are going for enjoyment. All these things we are present on land. Okay, so these are the basic use of land. Then comes the land use. Now how land are used? The utilization of land by human for various purpose is known as land use. ठीक है, land use क्या? What is this term is? How we are using the land in different way, that is known as land use. At present, approximately land use can be divided into arable land, that is 11%. Arable land means fertile land where we are growing crops. Then there is pasture lands 26%, यानी land which is used for animal grazing. Then forest land 32%, यानी 32% of land is covered with forest. Then 31% of land is used for some other purpose. Then the land area under cultivation is limited due to constraint put on the element of the physical, okay, physical factors. Now there are other things also, on factors also on which the use of land depends. So physical fact. Now we will see about the land use, how land are used. The first physical factor, then human factor. Physical factor we will see the plain, plateau and mountain. You know what is plain? A flat land is known as plain. So how it is used? Are favorable for human habitants. The plain area is very comfortable for us to live, for buildings, for agriculture, everything. Plain area is very beneficial. Second thing, are easier for travel and food production. Agriculture is also very easy, and for traveling also plain area is very beneficial. Then Mississippi, Missouri plain, USO Amazon basin, these are the examples given. Okay? These are the main plains of the world. Then comes plateau. You know what is plateau? High table like land is known as plateau. Okay? Are favorable for settlement, transport and communication. These also are very important because here the land is very fertile. Okay? There is good amount of rivers are also there, which is very good for transportation, agriculture and other activities also. Then plains are rich source of mineral resources. So यहाँ पे क्या हो सकता है? Mining is very good here, okay, because it has a storage of lots of minerals. Examples are given, Deccan Plateau of India, ठीक है? Then there are other examples also. Then comes to mountain. Now mountains, you know, it is a high, very high elevated area, okay, have lots less scope for human activity. See, mountain is it is very difficult to stay in mountains because, or hilly area, because the land is uneven. So here very less scope of development is there. Little bit step farming or contour farming we can do. Wildlife are there, herbs and shrubs we can get, medicinal vegetations are there, crops are grown there, so we can take benefit of them. But here scopes are very less, and if you compare with plain and plateau are very good for human activities. Then comes soil. Now the land use also depends on soil. The area which have fertile soil, okay, is very good for agricultural and other activities also. Why? Because if agriculture is good there, obviously factories and industries will also settle there because they will get everything easily. So soil is also one of the important factor. Okay, then comes climate. It is also very important factor. Okay, so here what happens, you know that our earth, एक स्लाइड देखो पीछे, ये रहने दो, ठीक है, हाँ ये तो अवेलेबल. Climate. Now the area near the equator is very good for agriculture and other activities. Okay, subtropical and mid latitude zone are more suitable for settlement and economic activity because here the temperature is, you know, not very high, not very low. ठीक है, तो agriculture is also possible there and human settlement is also possible. Extremely high and low temperature are not well suited for agriculture and settlement. जहाँ बहुत ज़्यादा गर्मी होगी या बहुत ज़्यादा सर्दी होगी वहाँ पे हम stay नहीं कर सकते. It's very difficult. Okay, time कितना हुआ सर? 10 मिनट. Now comes human factor. Okay. So first come population. Number of people is related to the human availability. Population भी depend करता है. Population कैसे depend करता है? अगर land is very fertile or plain area, we can say plain area is densely populated because everything is possible there easily. Then economic development. The place which is more developed, people like to stay there more. Okay. Then technology and ownership of land. See, ownership of land are of two types, okay, private ownership and community ownership. Private ownership means personally any person is purchasing the land, okay. Second thing is group of people is purchasing the land. So this is private, one person, individual person's land, and community, a group of people is purchasing land for purpose. Okay. So as you can see, these are the different use of land. Here you can see mining activity is going on, here housing, and here you can see agricultural, and here this is mountain. So these are the basic, you can say, use of land. Now come here, we will see about, this is, you can see the map. Here it is, see this map is showing about the soil, different soil of India. Okay, so see this green color, this is forest and mountainous soil. Okay? Here you will get the mountain soil, means here this soil is not very fertile, it is in the rocky form. Then comes alluvial soil, which is you will find in the northern plain area. Okay, so this soil is very fertile for agriculture and other activities. Then comes red and yellow soil, which you will find in these areas, the red color area. Then black soil you will found in this here, and this black soil is formed with the lava formation. Okay? Then there is laterite soil. This laterite soil you can see here, laterite soil. Then there is arid soil you can find in Rajasthan, means which is dry and sandy soil. Okay?